I love Asians. I love anime, I love manhwa, I love Genshin Impact, and a lot of people do too. But they fall under the trap that because Asia is a different country, it's more easy to fetishize and idealize everything about Korea, everything about Japan. Fuck Korea, fuck Japan.
Everyone swears that they're him or the main character until they go to South Korea. You think you're smart? Go to South Korea. You think you're talented? Go to South Korea. You think you're hot? Go to South Korea. Motherfucker, I swear on my mama's grave, you're gonna be humbled real fucking fast.
Because I grew up in Korea, a lot of the stereotypes of it being a very clean place, a lot of people are prim, proper, polite, they look good, is correct. But there is an underlying problem with everything in every country where, I don't think people know this, maybe they should, the suicide rates are extremely high in Korea, Japan. Almost the entire population will go extinct in a few generations because there's so much pressure in the work-life culture that they're not having children, they're being incentivized, paid money to have children, and nonetheless, their population is still dwindling. And it is to the point where it is so bad, it is so drastic that, well, they can't go back. They cannot reverse their population deficit.
You heard that right. At its current rate, Korea is expected to go from a population of nearly 52 million to 34 million. A loss of over 30% in less than 50 years. Over that period, Korea will lose 50% of its workforce and have a median age of 60. Imagine that, a country where the average person is retired. With the lowest fertility rate in the world, nearly 73% below the replacement rate of 2.1, Korea is on a dangerous path to self-destruction.
I don't blame you. Of course. You live in the United States, one of the least competitive first world countries in the entire world. So, of course, if you go to some like cutthroat place like South Korea, yeah, you don't really understand what it's like.
What I don't understand is that a lot of people living in America fetishize other countries. Oh yeah, you should go to the Philippines. Everything there is so cheap. Vietnam, oh Dubai, it's the most luxurious city. It's a utopia. Oh my God, Japan, Korea, everything's so clean and awesome. Everyone looks so good. Now why don't you move there? Because they need the hope. There are so many people living sad, desperate, loser lives that they want the idea of a perfect escape. And you could see this in multiple videos of people, white people, who moved to Japan because they thought that's exactly what they wanted. And they slowly get burned and put into reality that maybe Japan isn't so awesome. Maybe Dubai is the shittiest place ever. Maybe I can't say that. I might die if I ever go there. But the pollution there is horrible. They don't have any sewer system, so they just shovel the shit and dump it in some random place in Dubai.
This is Dubai's conga line of poo from 2009. The viral video, along with some lazy reporting, perpetuated a myth that the Burj Khalifa has no sewage system due to budget issues during the financial crisis. The truth is actually stranger, and ends in some controversy. Because it wasn't the Burj Khalifa that didn't have sewer infrastructure, it was most of the buildings throughout the city. This daily line of 4,000 septic trucks had collected human waste to deliver to the Al Awiya sewage treatment plant. At the time, it was Dubai's only and severely overloaded treatment plant, with a capacity of 260,000 cubic meters of wastewater per day, but over 500,000 cubic meters of wastewater being trucked in. The trucks would sometimes wait in line for 24 hours to unload before starting all over again, and the odors around the conga line and the treatment plant were unbearable.
I currently now live in America, and wherever you're currently living in, every other single place will be seen as a better land of opportunity. Oh, I want to go to Dubai, the most luxurious place. Oh, I gotta be a passport pro. I gotta jump around the Philippines, go to Vietnam. But really think about it. Every single country obviously has their own flaws, and the reason why everything seems like a better opportunity is because people struggle in their current and daily lives. A big reason why white people and weeb culture is so popular is because they see Japan and anime as a medium to escape their current and daily lives. You guys might not know this because I'm a big psychology nut, but a big reason why isekai is such a popular genre, where it's a generic main character being transported to another world where he pretty much gets a second chance, he gets a harem full of girls, he's suddenly more powerful, is because people see isekai, Japan, as a station of escape. And there are many videos of white people escaping to Japan and getting hit with a reality shock that the life they're trying to escape from isn't actually going to be solved in a different place, it is just in a different culture.
It's because they are running away from something as opposed to running towards something. whether this is issues they have with their own country or the situation they find themselves in and are looking for some form of escape. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with this, but it's worth remembering that while moving to a different environment can feel like a fresh start, that feeling doesn't last forever. Eventually, the problems that you tried to leave behind may start to catch up with you. I've been through some of my most difficult times living in Japan, whether that's loneliness, anxiety, or uncertainty about the future. Our problems tend to have a habit of following us no matter where we go, and some things can't be left behind.
People project their internal insecurities and fantasy onto foreign cultures. For example, Japanese people are so disciplined. Korean men look so much better than the Americans. You're craving order in your own life. You're romanticizing looks because maybe you don't feel enough looking for yourself. I messed up the sentence, but people are trying to project and self-reflect on this external obsession. And understand this. This isn't just about foreign cultures, Asia, but literally anything. There are a lot of people, specifically I was live and a 17-year-old said, oh, I'm a crypto guy. Rambo, you don't know shit. You're fucking dumb. Crypto is the move. Crypto is the money. Why is he choosing to insult me? Why is he banking on the idea that crypto is the future? I'm not saying that it isn't. I'm not saying that it's not. What I am saying is that he puts a lot of his personality into this one thing, just like other weebs putting such a strong personality trait into just Japan culture. Why is that? It's because they themselves are trying to project what crypto means. Crypto means money. So you can tell that they're insecure about money. That Asian Korean guy saying about, oh, Korea is so awesome and cool. It's because he's insecure that he isn't good looking enough. He's insecure that he isn't as intelligent enough.
You think you're smart? Go to South Korea. You think you're talented? Go to South Korea. You think you're hot? Go to South Korea. Motherfucker, I swear on my mama's grave, you're gonna be humbled real fucking fast.
And this is the biggest problem. You know this. Everyone knows this, but it's extremely difficult to apply in real life situations because there's so many things that we are deeply insecure about that we latch onto other ideas to make ourselves feel better about. And I'm not saying America is amazing and awesome. I'm a big patriot. I love America, but at the same time, there is definitely problems of America, but there's this idea that the grass is greener on the other side. And very funny, but I watched Togi and he said something along the lines of, what if you can't see that the grass is painted on? You can't see that the grass is actually fake.
Sometimes the grass is green on the other side because it's fake, right? You have to take everything you see with a grain of salt. Like,
what if once you actually get close enough and you live the culture of Japan, Asia, Korea, Philippines, Dubai, where you get to breathe in all the polluted air, smell the shits with zero sewage, that you find out it was not as good as it was purported. And the only reason why you thought that this was so amazing is because you wanted to project a better life and you were not content with the life you have now. But the real question is, if it isn't greener on the other side, then the only option is you have to make it greener on your side. Thank you for my TED Talk. In the description is a Patreon video all about learning if you guys want to check that out. I think it's very important in terms of skill development. I get questions about editing, I get questions about conversational skills, I get questions about how I articulate myself so well. These are very important things. I'm a very young person. How did I become a tutor? It's because of this simple fundamental. If you don't want to pay for it, the most recent video all about books will give you a free trial. Bye guys. Toodly-doo.